Do you know what I really miss on YouTube? Videos that show the actual songwriting process. Too often we edit out the uncomfortable bits, where we're searching for the perfect melody and skip right to the fine-tuning. It's a form of protecting ourselves from mean comments, but I think this superficial perfection has a downside. You won't learn from it, and you will feel intimidated when you're trying to come up with melodies of your own. So in this video, I will give you the unedited version of me coming up with melodies. Enjoy. Welcome back to the Hit Song Architect, where we gather a deeper understanding of how pop songs work and how to write them. Let's start this episode off with the oldest question in songwriting: music or lyrics first? If you're not aware, I put out a video a few weeks ago that asked all of my subscribers this question, and we got over 400 in-depth comments that describe 400 unique approaches, and as far as I'm concerned, they're all correct. So if you're looking for an answer, that's the place to go. A week later, I did a follow-up video reading out some of my favorite comments, but I have yet to answer the question myself. So here's my perspective. Writing a song is not adding music to a poem, nor is it adding a poem to music. Songs live through the relationship of text and music. And so the real answer to the question, music or lyrics first, is relationship first. And how do you do that? That's what I'll show you right now. First, we need a little bit of inspiration. This could be a piece of text, a word, a melody fragment, a sound, even something more abstract like an idea, an emotion, a moment. It doesn't really matter. If it works for you, anything is fine. And by the way, for a list of ways to start a song, refer to this video here. For now, let's start with a piece of text though. Something I do when I'm out of ideas is go on Amazon and do a search for fiction, along with another descriptive word like romance, thriller, or cooking. For me, it's the quickest way of finding those power words which have an emotional impact. And look at all these potential song titles. Titles which, by the way, are not copyrighted. There's an entire world of inspiration here. If you know what kind of song you want to write, pick a title that sounds like what you're hearing in your head. And if you see a great title but it doesn't give you any immediate ideas, put it down into a notebook or text file on your cell phone. You might need it again for another song. Do this with every piece of inspiration you find. Now let's say I'm writing a rock song. From just 5 minutes of clicking through the fiction section on Amazon, here's the titles I came up with: Protect Me, Outliers, When We Surrender, Returned, The Lost, and The Great Alone. Now I still have no idea what my song will be about, but these titles fit the general emotion I'm going for. Dark, larger than life, dramatic. So how do we turn these into hooks? There are many, many ways to do this. In fact, if after this video you're ready to learn the 7 most important ones, you can check out this video course here. But today, we're going to focus on a slightly different approach. This is one of the easier hook writing techniques you can learn, and it's all based on lyrics. All we need to start is one great line, something with an emotional impact. This is where you turn those words you found into short, poignant lines. Typically, these will not be longer than 4 to 6 words. While I'm finding those lines, I'm already singing them to see if a rhythm comes up naturally. In the excerpt that's about to follow, I'll be doing this with a synth to add some color to my melody, but in the past I've written on guitar, piano, drums, or just in my head. A little warning, at this stage they're all going to sound pretty similar. That's because we're using the same instrumentation, the same key, the same chords, the same voice, similar tempos, and the same emotion. All I'm doing at this point is looking for a catchy melody. The key here is to fail fast. I call this rapid prototyping. If I don't find a melody quickly, I'll put the line I came up with in my notebook and abandon it for now. Think about this. Why would you write an entire lyric or song if you don't even have a good hook to start with? So this is where it all begins. And before we start, what you're about to see is a slightly edited version, just for brevity. For the full video, you can find that here on the Holistic Songwriting Live channel. Now let's go. The lost. The lost. The lost and found. Not such a cliche, isn't it? You are the lost in me. Is it something you lost in me? Is it something you lost in me? Something you found in you. Something you lost in me. Something you couldn't find yourself. Something you lost in you. Something you couldn't ever change. Let's check that got it down. Let's check them on around. Let me go south down. Let me rolling like you got me by the town. Let me going like around. It's gonna make it down like so sorry, man. Yeah.
Got it out around like a man and tail. Got me feeling down like a marionette. Gone way. Got me feeling down like a meaning it. On way. Got me feeling down like a meaning it. We surrender. Is that all that's no? Was it like this? When we surrender, is that all that's left? When we offender, is that all we get? When we offender, is that all we're gonna take to give you miles and miles and miles and miles for free? We are gonna be outliers, searching for the sun, searching for the sun. We're gonna be outliers, searching for the sun, searching for the sun. We're gonna be outliers, searching for the sun, searching for the sun. Yeah. That is one squeaky pedal. The great alone, yeah. The great alone, right here, yeah. The great alone, station on, fine, staying on my. The great alone, I center on, I stay. All right, what's next? Returned. We are the return. We are the return. We are the return. All right, let's do something major. We are the minor chord, of course. We are the return. Yeah. That's too major. We are the return. We are the return. Let's stick with this chord. We are the return. Your way. Your way. We are the return. We are the return. Yeah, yeah. We are the return. Yeah, we are the return. We are the return. 'Cause we gotta go and find the side. And we're rolling like a dynamite. 'Cause we're really going side to side. Yeah, that thing is wide aside. Yeah, oh yeah, 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 yeah. Oh yeah, oh yeah.
All right, now that's a bunch of very usable melodies, don't you think? Now, which ones would you like to see me explore in the next episode? Comment below with the title or timestamp, and that's the song we'll be working on. Until then, take care and stay gefährlich.